Hey YouTube, V8's back with another video review. Up for review today we have an older release from Sideshow, being the Ghost Rider on Throne Comiquette. This is part of their Comiquette line, which is I think 1:5 scale. This was released back in 2008 and retailed for about $200 with an ES of 750 statues. So let's start by looking at the box. The box is the usual colored glossy print box that we get from Sideshow. The one point that I really like about this box is the front is made to emulate a comic book cover, and honestly it was a nice surprise when I got the statue. I wish they would do more cool things with boxes like this because it really stands out from the regular stuff that we get nowadays. Once you get the foam box out of the color box, you will find that the statue comes in three pieces. The main throne piece, the upper back part of the throne, and the Ghost Rider himself. Nothing too complicated and pretty straightforward. The foam is the high density foam, so the package is pretty secure inside. The next step would be to assemble the statue, and given the limited number of parts, it's pretty straightforward. The first thing you do is you insert the back upper segment of the throne into the base, which is the throne itself, and then you seat Ghost Rider on the throne. Pretty straightforward, not complicated. Now, one thing you need to know is the chain is a bit loose, so you'll have to situate it correctly as you're positioning the statue. So let's start with the review. Like I said, the first thing that comes at you with the statue is the box cover, and just for reference, the box is a copy of the comic, and I think it's called the Ghost Rider Finale, and it's number 94 if anyone's interested. Now, personally, this piece I got because it was one of the pieces that I missed out from my earlier collecting days, and with all the on-throne hype pieces, the minute I saw it being posted on eBay for a good price, it was about $300 if I'm not mistaken. I immediately jumped on the opportunity to add it to my collection. The statue itself is not too big in size. Like I said, it's from the Comiquette line, so it's about 1/5 scale, but it has a decent weight to it. It's almost 5 kg, and once assembled, the throne I think stands at about 15 inches, so it's not too small, but it has a decent presence and a decent weight. So I guess the older ones were much more solid and they paid much more attention to detail than they do today. Not to say that all the new statues are bad, but I think if you bought some of the recent Sideshow releases, you know what I'm talking about. The statue itself is you could say it's fully sculpted. There's not a lot of mixed media on it. It's just the chain that goes around his body. The rest of the statue is fully sculpted. There's a lot of attention to detail on the throne and the rider himself. The flames on the skull are made from a transparent acrylic, resin, and it has a really nice effect to it. Now, obviously it would have been much better if they gave you a light up effect that would really take the statue to a new level, but I guess back in 2008 those light up effects were not very popular, so it wasn't there. One criticism I have for this statue is that the rider does not peg into the throne in any way. You just situate him on the throne. Now, yes, agreed, he balances well, but I would prefer if there was some method of attaching him to the throne so I'd feel a bit more secure. Other than that, there's nothing else that I could flaw with the statue. It's really a nice piece that if you're a Marvel fan, you should look into getting and adding to your collection, especially if you've got the Doom on Throne, Magneto on Throne, Ultron on Throne, and this guy. Like I said, this was one of the earlier releases of Sideshow, so there was a good attention to detail. The paint apps are perfect. The detail on the Ghost Rider's skull, the biker suit, the throne with the small touches like the rubies on the side, simply amazing. The statue is long sold out, but it does pop up on eBay every now and then, and if you're patient you could get it for a decent price. I got it for about 300 shipped US, so that's not too bad considering it retailed for about 200, and it had such a low ES. Now I'm not sure if there was an exclusive version of this or not, but if the website says there's only 750, I don't think there was an ES for this. So like I said, low production, pretty good amount of detail, and amazing value. So what is my final verdict? Like I said, if you're a Marvel fan or a Ghost Rider fan, or you're one of the guys who wants to complete their own Throne line, really get this. I rate this an A+, honestly. Not because I'm biased, but that statue is that good, so I highly recommend it. To wrap up, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate if you'd like, share, comment, and subscribe. I really welcome feedback, and I'm always looking for ways to improve my videos. Until I see you next time, this is V8 tuning out.